Hey guys, it's Ranagon 1001, and I'm here for a Monsters at Work review. Monsters at Work is alright. I think it works best when they're just simply trying to make a comedy show. I'm going to compare episodes 4, 5, and 6 with episodes 7, 8, and 9 to tell you what I mean. In episodes 4, 5, and 6, they had some fun, creative situations and shenanigans, like forming a bowling team to get a promotion. You try to prank your annoying supervisor and it results in a huge power outage. You get a new vending machine and it shoots out cans at you. Those are some fun situations that can just be packed with jokes and full of energy. But now, let's look at episodes 7, 8, and 9. These episodes all have a situation where Tyler gets into some sort of dangerous trouble, usually including doors, and he learns some sort of lesson that adds to his character arc. And speaking of his character arc, I think it's done okay. I don't think there are any huge problems with his character arc. It's just pretty basic, although I don't care too much about him. I'll talk more about the characters later, though. Anyways, back to my earlier point. We have episodes 4, 5, and 6 that had fun and energetic situations compared to Tyler getting into getting into door trouble and learning some sort of lesson. It just didn't have the same kind of energy. But I do think it works when they sort of combine the two. I'll talk a little bit about episode 3 to tell you what I mean. In episode 3, Tyler and his fellow Mifters have to go and fix a kid's room because it was, well, barfed on. This is a great premise for an episode of this show. They have a good idea with some high stakes stuff going on, and because they're stuck together, they would get frustrated at each other, which would lead to some good character moments, which they have in this episode. Now, speaking of characters, let's talk about the characters. So, the characters that we see the most in this show are the Myth crew. So, I'm going to talk about each one of them. Let's start with Tyler. I think he's a decent character. There's nothing really special about him. He just felt like a normal person, which makes him kind of relatable. So then we've got Val. I think Val is a pretty cool character. She's super enthusiastic, but like not in a dumb way. I'm looking at you, Fritz. She's a big part of driving home the message of friendship in the show. And I think her being Tyler's jokester assistant person is a great way to use this character. Now we've got Fritz. This guy is kind of annoying. He's just overly enthusiastic and welcoming and like emotional and loud and booming. Is that the right word? I think it is. Anyways, he's not great. So now we got Cutter, who isn't bad, but there's not really that much to her. She's pretty much just a person that talks about how people died because they didn't follow proper safety protocols. But what we see of Cutter was fine. And last but not least, we've got Duncan. He's a great contrast with some of the more enthusiastic characters. I really like the kind of jokes we get with Duncan with his contracts and wanting Fritz's job. He's just great. So the misters are okay, but the other two main characters that we focus on is Mike and Sully. The Mike and Sully parts of the show are great. I love seeing how they're doing transitioning to laugh power. You know, I kind of wish the show was about that instead of the story that we actually got. But the story that we actually got was fun, and I give that story a 7.5 out of 10. Now, for those who have been around a little while, you would know that in these Disney Plus show reviews, I always rank each show, whatever show I'm reviewing, in my list of Disney Plus original series. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna put Monsters at Work at number 9, just under High School Musical, the series season 2. It almost beats High School Musical, the series season 2, but I think I enjoyed it a little more than Monsters at Work, and I think it has some better characters. And also, for those who keep up with these reviews, you may have noticed that there was a little switch in the rankings. I moved Diary of Future President Season 2 down to 11th place. I think I previously had it higher up on my rankings, maybe because of recency bias, because I had just seen the show. You know, I was feeling kind of good about it, you know. But now that I thought about it a little bit, I think that my placement was a bit too high. So I'm going to move it down to 11th place. I might change my mind. You know, I'm probably going to change my mind. But for now, that's where it's at. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If you'd like to give a like and subscribe for more Disney Plus original videos on, some Disney Plus original stuff. And, yeah, I cover Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, Pixar. Those are the main things on my channel. So, subscribe for that kind of stuff. And thanks for watching.